guess round two.
Round two.
It made a noise even though nothing changed.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, it's warming up. Welcome back to another day of BuildBoostDrive. Well, it's another night. It's like 12, I think, 12 o'clock. Getting started on this. It's supposed to be a really cold night in the garage. It's supposed to snow, I guess, early morning or here in the middle of the night at some point. I'm not sure. So it's going to be a little cold in here, but I mean, today we're going to get started and it's going to be a lot of cleaning. Obviously this car looks as though it hasn't been cleaned in like probably the 20 years it's been around. Nearly the 20 years. It's almost reached that 20 years. But what we're going to use is some of these products. I'm not sure how much I need or what I'll actually need to utilize, but I know what I've got. So using some of this. We'll probably just go ahead and get in there with the vacuum cleaner, see if there's any and what all loose dirt I can go ahead and pick up with the vacuum cleaner. And then I'll be on to using all the degreasers, trying to clean up all that. And I'll also probably get these headlights all cleaned up and nice and oxidized, foggy. Get all the lines and plastics cleaned up. Try to get that transmission looking a lot better than it does now. But yeah, there's a lot of just old grease. So I can't wait to see how it'll look once it's done. Okay, sorry if you can hear the heaters, but it's like 20 degrees outside and it's the only heat coming in the garage right now. But I started getting a lot of it cleaned up. Unfortunately, it's just not going to clean up as well as I want it. I still got a lot to hit, but man, it's just 20 years of worn, unkept engine bay. There's a lot of battery acid damage on the passenger side. So no matter what I do, it's not going to look as amazing as I wish it would, but it just means at a later date I'm going to have to just get in there and paint it, which that will probably happen a little bit down the line. But for now, I'm just going to finish it up, start putting pieces back, clean as I go. Then either way, it'll look better than what it did. That's just where we're at this point. Well, we actually kind of skipped ahead. I got the engine bay cleaned, and then we went ahead, dropped the engine back into the car, because we've done that probably 10 times now on the channel. And all the motor mounts have been replaced, so it should stay in there nice and solid. The old mounts were just ripped up and unusable. The rubber was just gone. And so we got those replaced. Engine went in nice and smooth, no problem. So now we just got to get everything back in there, get everything connected up, all the harness, the radiator. We got to get the new radiator in there. get the transmission lines. Since it's an automatic transmission, it has to line to the radiator for cooling. So that's all got to go in. But so we just skipped ahead, and that's where we're at now. Alright, so it's mostly put back together except for a battery and some oil. But I'm not sure where I left off last time. I figured we just, burn through this, get it all done, and not do too much on the video side. Did a time lapse. So that's about it. I think last time when we put the engine in, I didn't film us I can't talk. I didn't film us putting in the engine, but we got brand new engine mounts all the way around. All the other ones were crap. The transmission one's probably crap too, but they didn't have any of those online, and it'll probably be fine without it. It's got the 2 main torque mounts, so it's looking good. Actually looks like an engine. Looks like a full Spyder again. Tyler's eating the rest of my food. Not that I would eat it, but
I'm fat.
I'm fat.
I'm fat.
I'm fat.
I'm fatter.
I'm fatter. Ist.
I'm most fatter.
So it's good. So we're just gonna take a small break and put some oil in it and see what she does. See where the leaks will spring from.
See where the gremlins begin.
Yeah. Oh, if we're lucky, maybe there won't be any. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
it's really in tune with what we were doing today.
Yeah.
The past couple of visits I've had.
Yeah, it was pretty simple, pretty easy going, really.
It's much more simplified than a turbo.
Yeah.
You should see the wire harness. It's hardly anything.
Yeah. Well, that's why I went with it, because I figured it'd be easier to get on the road real quick, and it'll be less hassle to deal with the turbo right now. And I still have any clips I can drive around until we'll start upgrading it in steps. We'll actually move on.
I like my GST.
Yeah, we'll turbo the single overhead cam, and then later on we'll move to the dual overhead cam. But first it'll be probably the turbo.
Probably.
Obviously we're gonna get rid of the rear drums. That'll be the first actual update. Will be the rear drums and revitalizing the suspension.
Yeah, try to do dual pot fronts and convert from drum to disc. Yeah, that'll make you a lot nicer. I loved when I did my front pots. Those were so much nicer than just the GS version.
So yeah, brakes will definitely be first. Probably new control arms, because I'm sure they've seen better days.
They weren't too bad.
Yeah. Well, and then I also got those KYBs to put in the fronts, and I got to pick up the rear set just to get some new shocks in there. And then if I don't go do overhead cam at that point or set up an engine for that, we'll have all-wheel drive coming later on. Tyler's all-wheel drive will be first.
Yeah.
And then I'll get that rear end from him. We'll throw it on the Talon. We're going to get that Talon together, possibly for Taylor if everything works out. So we'll be working on the Talon next.
Or it'll just turn into a parts bitch.
Yeah, it'll either be a parts bitch or we'll just turn it into something.
Yeah.
And then we'll just do slow updates on this while working on the GSX. Getting it going to be the fun car.
Ooh, I'm wondering how much different. I get that it's a convertible versus a coupe out in front. I wonder where all their bracing went.
Well, the Spyders are actually weigh more.
Yeah, they weigh roughly about the same, but they have more bracing for the body versus a coupe. Because of course the roof is
Yeah.
brace in itself.
But they do weigh a little bit more than the...
Not by much, 83 pounds.
Yeah. So there's definitely more bracing in there.
Yeah. It's surprisingly not much heavier.
Yeah, we'll see if it'll start, get it cleaned off, then hopefully next week I'll get it registered and be driving it.
Yeah.
And then we'll start working on the little tidbits and then get the GSX back in here.
Get your creature comforts taken care of first, that way you can tolerate it.
Yeah.
And then we'll start, like on the whiteboard behind us, start listing off interests that we would like to see.
Yeah, we got a lot of things to take care of.
Oh yeah, we got a silly thing now too.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot we wrote this a couple weeks ago. There we go.
Yeah, we got some
possible futures.
Yeah, looking for other projects.
Let's move this a little closer. Perfect. This is already in its natural habitat.
Oh, you gotta take that off. 3G stuff. We got that in the GSX.
Yes, dude. I took care of that at my place with the seat conversion. And just brought it over here so you had a bolt-on setup.
You got the AEM wideband.
Yep, you got that bought. Same thing with the oil gauge.
And then we took care of the brakes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Your GSX isn't far. We might end up using the town as a parts whore for wiring harness too. We might see about just starting back over from dead stop. Didn't we do the fuel pump too?
Yeah, we took care of the fuel pump.
Yeah, holy crap, this thing's already half gone.
Yeah, because the fuel pump.
Yeah, that thing tanked out. I told you, don't put this in there, man. That thing might not last. But I need a car.
Yeah. Well, I thought I might be able to start driving it.
I know what you mean. I'm not gonna hold you against it. I would have done the same crap, try to be resourceful. Well, now we got
it. Lasted for a little bit.
Yeah, it did. It lasted a couple startups and a couple runs through the block. And then just sat too long and decided to finally tank.
You got your headlights.
Oh, yeah, I did. I did. That's done. That's done.
What else do we have?
Yeah, the rest of it's just... Oh, I got those bought. They're just not in yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the aluminum radiator now. Yeah, getting there.
List is getting smaller.
It is. I want
course.
that.
Of course, where the list gets smaller, there's always new stuff being added. What is this? Oh, yeah. HX 35 on yours. And after we get mine running right, I can start thinking about my HX 35.
Yep, and I already got all those joys.
Of course, there's a light glare.
Of course. I already got the turbo. I just gotta come up with everything to make it work.
Yeah. Ready to get some oil in this and see if it pops.
Let's figure out what happens before I gotta go home.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Nope, there's already oil in the head. Yep, there's oil up in the head already. That didn't take much. You did a good job on that oil pump.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it really has a lot of pressure going to it yet.
Yeah, not yet.
My only concern was just the mating surfaces.
Yeah.
Holding.
You'll know when you go to daily it.
I don't hear a pump.
Yeah. Of course, we don't know how long this car sat either.
Yeah.
So I want to bet that pump's pooped. Hey, I see a cat.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there's fuel. Surprise!
Alright, I guess round two.
Round two.
It made a noise even though nothing changed.
Yeah, right. Ooh, it's warming up.
Awesome, it's a success.
Yeah, panned out.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't try to start the first or second time, but
Everything's got a.
yeah, when we took that spark plug out, it actually coughed finally and
Oh.
then start right up. Wow, we didn't have to do anything. No troubleshooting or anything on it. Really?
Now, really, now we got to put some antifreeze in it and keep an eye on when we finally get it to its first operating temperature.
Yeah.
How that transmission looks like on the dipstick.
Oh yeah, and it was over full too when we checked it.
Yeah. Well, shouldn't be too bad now because now that we've already drained the radiator of its transmission coolant and all
Yeah.
the lines are empty, so there's more capacity that it can fill now.
Yeah, we'll see if that'll level it out. Nice.
Yeah, a little exhausty in here.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, don't run too long.
Well, I'd say that's a success, and then we'll go through it we'll go through probably issues as usual
Yeah.
as they come up.
Yeah, little gremlins.
So I'll see you on the next video. I'm done with this one.
Bueno, bye.